Often in the salon, I will have, as I'm styling hair, people say, I wish I could do this at home. I wish I could do this on my own hair. And a lot of times it's hard to learn as I'm doing your hair in my chair. And so with that being said, I wanted to show you guys how I curl my hair. And I can do it 3 different ways usually, is how I curl my hair. So I can show you all 3 techniques just to kind of give you an idea of how I hold the curling iron. And hopefully that will kind of be of some benefit to you guys. So to give you a little bit of a backstory of what I just did, I'm in that stage where I shower when my children are asleep and when they're resting. And so it is, what, 4 o'clock, and I just got out of the shower, which means I went through Carline with greasy hair today. You're welcome. That's just the stage of life that I'm in. And so just got out of the shower. In the shower, I shampooed with Monat. I used their volume line, so I used their Revive shampoo, and then I used their Revitalize conditioner, just because my individual strands are really fine, and so I need more body. And if I use a hydrating shampoo or something like that, a lot of times it will just kind of weigh my hair down. So I used their volume line today. And then I put a little bit of the Rejuvenique oil just on my ends. I just had my hair colored last week, so my ends do need a little bit more moisture. So I put Revive oil on my ends, and then I used a little bit of the Tousled Texture Mist by Monat, and that is for almost to give my hair a little bit of hold. So if I don't put anything in my hair, the curls usually do just slide right back out. So a lot of times I will wear my hair I try to dirty it back up, honestly. So sometimes I'll even use the dry shampoo to just kind of give it a little bit of hold. So today I used the Tousled Texture Mist, which is awesome. I spray like 3 pumps in my hand, and I work it through my hands, and then I work it through my hair. So that's what I used today, and then I just blow dried and brushed it with a wet brush, actually. I love the wet brush. And so that's all I've done so far. So this is my hair when it is blow dried and just brushed with a wet brush. So with the curling iron, this is a 1-inch barrel. I usually use Hot Tools brand in the salon. This one that I use at home, I found at Sally's Beauty Supply, and it's actually very similar to the Hot Tools, but it is, the brand is called Helen of Troy. So I really like this brand. This is definitely not an advertised video because it's live. But I do like this brand if you are in the market for a curling iron. Again, I use Hot Tools in the salon. I love Hot Tools. I've had the same curling iron in the salon for 12 years. So Hot Tools is an awesome brand, and I can't tell you how many heads of hair I've curled in 12 years. So this is Helen of Troy. This again is a 1-inch barrel, and this is a clamp. I use a Marcel in the salon, but on my own hair I use a clamp. So this is a clamp curling iron. So I will flip the lever where it stands, just so that I don't hit it when I'm curling. So I'm going to give you 3 different techniques. And so the first one, I usually take like maybe, let's see, I take about 1 inch to 1.5 inches width of section. The bigger the sections you take, the bigger the wave is going to be. So if you want tighter curls, if you want them to last a little longer, take smaller sections, because that will help just kind of keep the hold in a little longer. So for me, I try to work through it fast because I have 2 kids that I'm chasing after, so the quicker I can get my hair done, the better. A lot of people think that when you curl your hair, you take it from the end and roll it up. That's not really good for your hair. One, you're keeping the heat on the ends for way too long, so it can damage your ends. But also, because the heat is staying right on the ends, the curl is going to quickly fall out. So you actually want to take your curling iron and you want to clamp it right kind of towards your root in the middle. That's the strongest part of your hair, is right through here. And so with that, you just want to keep the heat there the longest. So what I will do, this is the first curling iron technique, is you take it and clamp it, and then you just run it through, kind of clamp it through to your ends. And that kind of gives you more of the spiral curl. This is what I usually do daily because I want my curls to last 2 to 3 days. And with Monat, they have an awesome dry shampoo, which allows me to go 2 to 3 days without shampooing. And so on the first day when I do curl my hair, I try to do it pretty tight, tight curls so that they'll last the next couple days. After that, all I have to do is run a brush through my hair, and it still has movement in it, which is awesome. Sometimes I'll pin my bangs back on day 2. I'm giving away all my secrets, so like if you see me at church and my bangs are pinned back, usually that's day 2 hair. So, but that is the way that I usually curl mine, with that first technique that I just showed you. Another technique you can do with the curling iron is similar to what I just did, but leave your ends out. Almost let them be straight on the ends, and that gives it more of that beachy wave. So if you take it and you curl, but then you kind of drag your end out, kind of gives it that beachy wave. I'm using my phone as a mirror, so I'm really sorry. Hang on a second. Yes, it's more of the beachy wave. So just kind of almost gives one little wave in there. And that is, again, more of that kind of everyday beachy wave, which is really popular right now. The third way that I will use my curling iron is I will use it as a curling wand. So a lot of times the wands are curling irons without this clamp. And so if I don't have my wand handy, I can still use my curling iron as a wand. So I still open the clamp and then I wrap my hair around it. You have to be very careful not to burn yourself. I burnt myself several times doing this. And just hold it for a couple of seconds and then let it out. And that is the kind of the curling wand wave. So those are 3 really easy techniques that you can do with the curling iron. There's so many different techniques. You can curl with a flat iron. I may do another video on that later. My flat iron is not hot right now. And then there's curling rods. There's so many different hot tools that you can use and get different movement in your hair, which is just really helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video as I explain 3 different curling techniques. If you have any questions about any of the products that I use, you can email me at chelseamcdonaldhair@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to give you more information on the Monat product line. Thank you so much.